This is going to sound really weird because I'm going to be super official. But I want to welcome everybody to the release for Testifi, the first mobile app released by the Idaho Freedom Foundation. Everybody who came here to the office here in Boise, thank you. And everybody who is about to watch us on Facebook Live, thank you for tuning in as well. And those who will watch us later on YouTube or Facebook Live, thank you. It's been a long year. It's been a really hectic year for IFF. We've done a lot of work this year. We've put out a documentary short film. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. Hope you know it's a fantastic project. We put a lot of heart and soul into that, and it means a lot to us to have people just be able to watch it. It's a special tale. Has everybody here watched it? Everybody? If you haven't, get out. Just kidding. Just totally kidding. But we did a lot of work there. We've done a lot of work on journalism, on fighting tax hikes, fighting big government, and there's a lot of examples over the years of stuff that we've done. But this is something that I'm really proud of because I put my heart and soul into this for the last 13 months. Last year, it was what, October, Matt? It was last October we were thinking about where we wanted to go as an organization. And we wanted to do something completely different, something new, and really give power to the people, right? It's the people here in this room that actually have a lot more power and leverage over state government than somebody in, say, Sandpoint, somebody in Rigby, somebody in Chalice, because you guys can go to the Capitol at will. If you know that there's a bill hearing at 8 a.m. the next day that was just scheduled 5 minutes ago and it's 8 o'clock at night, you can still take off work and you can still go to the Capitol, right? It might take some work to get there, but you can do it. This app is for you because you still need that information, but it's also for people who really can't testify at the Capitol. Think about the mom who might be affected by, CBD oil, who lives in Salmon, who can't spend $200 or $300 to drive here, get a hotel room, stay the night, pay for food, and testify. And then, even then, we've seen hearings go super long. People can't testify, and so they go home without having given their piece. So that's the concept behind this. We started this last year. What was it again? October? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's been so long. We had a misfire on the first one, but we have a product that we really think that you will like. We call it Testifi, of course, because we want everybody to have the power to communicate with their state lawmakers. And having not just closed that, we would be looking at a picture of it right now. So I'm really good at this. Okay, so on the screen right now is I chose this, I won't tell you why I chose it. No, I'm just kidding. But on the screen right now is what you will see when, this is kind of the basis page or the base page for the app. You have your 3 lawmakers under the My Lawmakers tab where you can see your lawmakers, see their names, and see their Freedom Index scores. If you haven't visited IdahoFreedomIndex.com, please do. That's our scorecard to see if Patty Ann Lodge or Christy Perry like big government or not. They're both kind of, well, we won't go there right now. We'll do that later. So you'll see this tab, right? Which is really cool because you get that. A lot of people don't know. I mean, the people in this room, you guys probably know your state lawmakers. Some of you probably know your state lawmakers. Some of you don't, but this gives you full access to that. So then you can go to all your lawmakers. You have all the lawmakers, all 105 at your fingertips, and you can go through and look at everybody's records, everybody's scores, and see everybody that's sorry, it's been a long day, long project. I'm a little gasped right now, but you can see anybody that you want to talk to. You can talk to leadership, you can talk to anybody in any district on any committee. It's really cool. So, for example, if I wanted to talk to Steve Thane, right there. So then, we'll go back to Patty Ann Lodge. So the main functionality of the app is that it allows you to, again, be in contact in the palm of your hand with these people. So if you select the text option from one of the previous screens, you can send a simple text message or an email message straight to their email. Really cool, really simple. You just write in, it puts a cursor right here, you just write in what you want, done. Sends it right to their legislator email. But say you want to scream at them. as I have so often every day of my life. So you have the audio option. You hit the audio or sound, whatever button it is, and you hit press to record, and you can record up to 1 minute of audio that will be sent directly to their legislative inbox. So they can hear you firsthand. You don't get, I mean, obviously you don't get their voicemail, you get, your email inbox, but still they can hear you for 1 minute, talk to them about the issues that you care about. Very cool. The third one is actually my favorite, and it's record a video. So on this one, you just hit record a video, this screen pops up, you hit record a video again, you talk to them for 30 seconds about the issue that you care about, and it will go on and send your face and your words to the legislator. Now, you can add, both with the video and the audio, you can add a text message, an email, writing message afterwards, but same thing. You get to be right in their inbox, in their face, and not in a disrespectful way. Well, you could do that too. Not in a disrespectful way, but you get to have almost person-to-person contact with your legislators. And because some people are roadblocks to really good legislation, like, I don't know, CBD oil legalization, which we've been hitting on lately, you can talk to all of your state officers, governor, superintendent, lieutenant governor, all 7 of them. They're all here, they're all there. Same functionality, text, voice, and video. Super cool. So if any of you, as soon as this goes, the email messaging isn't functional until tonight at midnight, but if any of you wanted to send a video to Butch Otter saying, hey, legalize CBD oil and don't veto the bill next year, we would maybe appreciate that. So anyway, but they're all there. Then this is just simple, keeps you engaged with our stuff. This is the stuff that we put out. This is our RSS feed right from our website, so you can get all of our policy pieces. Again, the latest one is from the mom of Josh Phillips, who's right there on the wall. He can, it updates every couple hours, so you get all of our stuff there from idahofreedom.org. This is from idahoreporter.com, so you can, of course, get all the stuff that I write, which is not as often as it should be, but you still get it. And if you want to read, my favorite story as of late is the snowflake story about CWI. Please go read that, share it, make fun of it, put on your safety pins, and enjoy your safe space with it. Now, this is, I should have grabbed a screenshot of how you get to this page, but basically you hit this little thing right over here, and there'll be a little arrow button up here in this area that basically allows you to change your district. Now, this is cool because a lot of people in this room probably get it, but a lot of people, you just don't know which legislative district you're in. So say you are at your home, or if you want to do it at your place of business, I guess you could, but you can hit use my location and it will automatically use the geotagging function of your phone to set your district for you. Easy peasy, done. Now, when redistricting comes, you've got a different problem, but regardless, it's good now. So it automatically populates it for you, and it'll lock it in place until you decide to change it. So if you move to Wisconsin, well, you're out of luck. But if you move from District 11 to, say, District 8, you just use by location, you're done. Super easy. If you want to, I don't know why you would, but you can use your address, or you can pick your district. Super cool. Now, I think that's it. That is it. So I want to go back very quickly. Let's just leave it on this one. We're really excited about this app because not only does it do the things that I just outlined, but it also does something that's very, very cool. It gives us, as IFF and people who are very interested in the political process, an additional tool. So because you are sorted into your districts, we can message to you, send you push alerts by district ahead of key votes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, right?
So cool.
Yeah. So
wow.
say, oh, I don't know, Patty Ann Lodge decided to vote the wrong way on, I don't know, CBD oil. And we know that she has a position staked out on CBD oil. We send out a message to District 11 and say, guys, Patty Ann Lodge needs to hear from you on CBD oil or Senate Bill 1137 or whatever. And you can do that. We can do that easy peasy. We can send out as many as we want. Now, I will tell you that there is additional functionality coming, but it's not available yet. We're going to include more video. We're going to include polling, perhaps maybe even a social function where people who are liberty-minded would be able to chat with one another, chat within your district, stuff like that. But you know, I think we've built a good product. It's not perfect. There are things that I would have liked to include, but it's a step forward. It's a first of its kind. There's no other group, no other product like this in the country, and we're really proud of that. I'm thankful to IFF and Wayne for letting us experiment with this and do this for a year, because it's been quite the slog. So very quickly, there are a couple people here at the IFF office. Anybody have any questions about it?
Yeah, when the 2017 session starts, does their index score just show 0, and is it live updates as bills are voted on? And
so it's not as bills are voted on, but every morning at 2 o'clock, our API from our vendor updates, and so you'll see.
That's the database,
Yeah, unless there's a break in the system, you will see their updated score every single day.
Yeah.
When you wake up, I know most of you go to Facebook or Yik Yak or Whisper in the morning. Not Whisper, that's weird. But maybe, you know, first thing in the morning you roll out of bed, check your Freedom Index scores if you're a lawmaker. So.
We're working to make the Freedom Index actually integrate. It's actually already integrated with this product, but we're going to add more functionality. It'll be mobile friendly.
Yep.
Scores just update on the fly, hopefully one of these days. But right now it's 24 hours, which is actually the fastest running update probably in the country right now.
And I'll tell you one other, Matt brings up one more point, and then we'll get back to questions just very quickly. So this is, right now it's locked as a function, it's locked in portrait mode. But when we move it to, this doesn't tell you it doesn't expound on your Freedom Index score. So our next step is when you put it to landscape mode?
Landscape, yeah.
So you're going to, if you're focusing on Steve Thane, you'll come right here, and then there will be his most recent vote slide out right here. That's coming too, but that's just the next step, the next iteration. This is a great minimum viable product, but there's always improvements that we can do, and it's going to be fun. Tim, you had a question?
You know how you said that you guys can send like a notification to keep. Could you use that same kind of thing, like send out like a poll to everyone that uses it, like, oh, these are what issues are important to you, kind of a thing?
Well,
like,
I think you're right. Yes, we can, or we will be able to soon, but we would use it more specifically than that. We would say, oh, I don't know, should Representative Wills hear the bill about gifts to state lawmakers, or blocking gifts to state lawmakers, or how do you feel about Representative Bell's vote against tax cuts? It's gonna be very targeted, very specific about how we use that.
So this is going to be a free download off the .org website then?
It'll be starting tonight. It's actually in there now, but I gotta go tweak a couple things. But it's actually on Google Play right now, and in the iOS App Store right now. And it's totally free. I mean, we're not here to make money. We're obviously, see, there we go. We're not here to make money. We're here to change the game, and we're not gonna charge you for it. So, any other questions? Yeah.
Yeah, the emails, the audio, the video, that's all going to our representatives' email account, I assume?
Yeah, and because you register with your Facebook or your email address within there, they can, not that they will, because that would mean they actually like talking to their constituents, but they can reply directly to you in your email, the email that you use to register here or register with Facebook. Super cool. Good question.
Will there be a way to group text everybody if you want to get let a bunch of?
We're working on that. That's another iteration that shouldn't be too hard. But once the committees are set, which is actually happening tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, we're going to start grouping them by committee. So if you just want to say, hey, I don't know, House Transportation Committee, don't approve this tax hike that you just approved, or whatever, you could do that to the whole committee. That is coming, absolutely. Yeah.
When you're communicating with them via email, will they know that I'm using the app versus my email? Like, does it look different when they use email?
So, and I can show you that. I'll put it out on Facebook later. But basically, there's a banner that says "Testify by Idaho Freedom Foundation." It says the dear honorable blah 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 blah. Stop, increasing my taxes and voting for more regulations. Sincerely, Dustin Hurst. Also, go home, something like that. And then it says "Testify" at the bottom, so they will know where it's coming from. Absolutely. So.
Any feedback from our legislators on the flood of emails coming to their inbox soon?
How do I say this nicely? I don't care. I literally don't care because I hear from too many people that I understand that lawmakers get a lot of emails and stuff, but that's their job. It's their job. They're accountable to us, but I guess to fully answer your question, they're not happy. The few that I've talked to are not happy.
Yeah, well, and part of the frustration with constituents is their inability to travel to Boise. We hear from people all the time, North Idaho. North Idaho is 12 hours away to the Canadian border. There are people up there that cannot just drive down. They don't have a plane that can land in Boise and just make, some statement to their lawmaker. So this is the first time in the history of Idaho that people are actually going to have the ability to communicate directly with their representative. The other thing, too, is we are working on ways to provide remote testimony to our legislators. That's going to be part of this, and we're working with a wonderful developer who is committed to the growth of this application, so it'll just keep adding features. But the one thing that legislators have to understand is that this is a very rural state, and any means that someone can communicate by them, even if it's this Testifi app, that is perfectly acceptable. And we fought them tooth and nail on the whole recording issue just a few years ago. If they have any problem with this, they'll be they should be very assured that we will fight it if they have any problem with it.
Well, and think about how many of you were paying attention on April 10th, 2015. Anybody remember what happened there? Matt, I know you do. Greg does. So this is when they launched the conference committee over the gas tax hike, right? And they come out with this bill that never receives a public hearing. That's the thing that nobody really talked about that bill, is that it never received the final version that got passed into law that hiked your taxes, never received the final hearing from the public, excuse me.
Yeah, that was
You didn't have the opportunity to talk to your lawmakers on that bill. So they voted on that bill. I was actually at a scout camp that night with my varsity scouts, and I went to check my email after they went to bed at 11:30, and they were still debating and stuff like that. Had I, been interested with this app, had we had it, I could have sent them an email and said, hey, don't do this. This is the dumbest thing ever. You don't need it. Let's do something else. So it's situations like that where, rapid response is important. We can change the game if we respond quickly and effectively and organize in a way that the left, quite frankly, has been doing for years, but we're a little bit slow to the game. So, any other questions? Yeah.
Will there be a provision to where this can access emails and stuff of the federal representatives, not just state representatives?
I'm toying with that right now. I think our focus here at IFF has been we can't change the game in Washington. We just can't change Washington. In fact, nobody can change Washington. You take that for what you will. We believe that Idaho can be a beacon of freedom if we can change our state and change the direction of our state. So I don't think we're going to go that direction, but I'm not closed off to it. The likelihood of Raul Labrador or Mike Simpson or Mike Crapo reading or seeing your face there is 1 in a billion. So, but we're thinking about it. So, any other questions?
Eventually, I know it's kind of in the future with their index scores. Are you guys gonna have your analysis of each bill linked in there?
Yeah, and that's the second phase where we tilt it sideways and then it pops out right here. You'll see, maybe he voted, he voted against the tax hike, and then there's a green thing right there. Then the next bill is he voted for more occupational licensure. Then it's red or whatever. We will be addressing that soon. So.
Yeah, and the Freedom Index is literally going, it's been a great product for 3 or 4 years, but it is literally going through a major overhaul that includes, optimization. And again, this real-time feature where it updates every 24 hours is, again, the fastest probably, in the state with this type of information. And eventually, this app will include so much more in terms of just real-time votes, hopefully, where you can see, oh, my legislators, this vote's coming up, I just got a push notification, press a button, you're sending your video or audio message off to them very quickly, and then they get that and they go, oh, I probably shouldn't raise my constituents' taxes. So
anyway, obviously we'll be in touch. You can. I wish we had a function where you could actually, send me a message over here, but I'm friends with most of you on Facebook anyway. So If you have suggestions about it, if you have questions, if you find a bug, it's entirely possible. Feel free to email or call me, text me, Snapchat me. No, don't do that because I don't get Snapchat, but I don't understand it. And it's scary, quite frankly. But there it is, Testify. So I hope you all enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'll give that. There we go.